Hey there, beautiful souls. Today we are going to go deep in the connection that you are having. I'm going to try to make it in a different way in order to just find the right messages for you. I will use my archetypes deck and as well I'm going to use my tarot deck in order to clarify the messages that we are going to get. So before we proceed with the reading, please don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet in order to help me grow my channel. And let's first take a look which cards are going to represent the piles between which you can choose. So let's take a look which spirit animals are going to represent the piles. For pile number 1 we are having the dog spirits. For pile number 2 we have the eagle spirit, and finally for pile number 3, let's see, we have the Wombat spirit. Okay, in the last reading we also had the Wombat. So these are the spirit animals between which you can choose your pile and they will lead you to your reading. I will give you a few seconds in order to just focus on the card that attracts you the most, the one that your intuition guides you towards. And I'll meet you in the readings. Hello there, pal number 1, for those of you who chose the dog spirit. So the dog spirit wants to say to you, be loyal to what you love. And indeed, from the dog spirit I feel a lot of loyalty indeed. So let's take a look at the archetype deck. I'm just going to put the dog here to hide the baby Buddha. And let's take a look at the archetypes, what you are going to get. I will take about 6 cards, then I'm going to go one by one and we are just going to see the messages that are coming from the cards. And then I will just try to go deeper with the tarot cards in order to clarify those messages that we are receiving from the archetypes. Still, I will try to go deep, but keep it simple. Okay, let's see. We have the kiss. Then we have the warrior. Then we have the prayer. Oops. We have the eternal child. Oops. The hunter. And the cave. Okay. So let's take a look one by one at the cards that came out. So starting off with the kiss card. About your connection, what I'm feeling from the kiss card is that there is a lot of longing. There is some kind of romantic feelings. There are some kind of emotions and feelings, because this looks like a moon, like a crescent moon. And on the dark side of the moon you can see that there are 2 hands holding, and indeed this wants to indicate some kind of romantic feelings. But I remember that this card came reversed, so maybe those romantic feelings are a bit suppressed. Maybe one of you is trying to suppress those romantic feelings, and or maybe there is a lot of longing, but you are not going to express that that feelings and emotions that are going on between you two. Then we have the warrior cards. With the warrior, well, the warrior represents someone that is ready to go through battles, someone that is ready to fight for what they want. I don't know if this represents you or the person on your mind, since the question is about the connection between you and your person. But definitely here we have someone that is ready to fight, someone that is not willing to give up, ready to fight about this connection. Also, what just gets my attention here, we have the rainbow above the warrior. Some of you might be representing the LGBT, or it just wants to indicate some kind of a positivity, some kind of ideals that you're fighting for. Some of you might be fighting for your rights, for the way you think. And moving on towards the prayer card. Well, again, this reminds me of the kiss card. There is some kind of longing here. There is some kind of hope things to go the way they will make you and the person on your mind happy. I feel like there is a lot of spirituality coming out from this card, because there are like shadows, there are some kind of invisible forces, and at the same time warm colors. So definitely I feel from this card that you are wishing to make things work better, or at least you are hoping for the best outcome from this, because maybe things did not go in a right way and you are just praying in order to find some kind of resolution to that issue, or to that thing that make things go wrong. Then we have the eternal child. Well, the eternal child wants to indicate someone who is not might not be mature enough. This is what I'm feeling from this card. But also we have the sun here, someone who is a bit more innocent, someone who is like well, what I'm feeling from this card is something similar to the Fool card in tarot. Someone that is a bit more gullible, someone that just has that initial power. But seeing the sun here, it just what draws my attention. Maybe some of you is a bit more, there could be an ego involved as well, because we have the sun here portrayed. So maybe some of you are a bit more working through their ego with the eternal child. And let's take a look at the other cards. We have the hunter. So with the hunter, I'll see this horse moving in a straight line. I feel like somebody in this connection is just moving in their own line, or just they have something in their mind and they are just following it and they are not getting distracted. It's like this connection has some kind of trajectory that it needs to go through. And what I'm feeling is that maybe it doesn't even depend from you and your person. Maybe things are just meant to go the way they are going, because there is just a straight line that needs to be followed and that the horse needs to run towards. And also with the hunter cards, I just feel like there is some kind of stalking. Maybe if you are not in contact with your person, maybe they are secretly checking you like a hunter from a side without giving themselves away. Or maybe you are the one who is checking on them. Maybe you are both checking on each other, but you are doing it secretly if you are not in contact with that person. And then finally we have the cave card. The cave actually wants to say something about enlightenment, because usually when people go to the cave, they go to the cave in order to isolate themselves, in order to find some kind of inner peace and just analyze things, just reflect over what has happened, what is going on, trying to find their true self, their true nature, their true soul. And also here we have a light. And yeah, I feel like you are just in this connection, somebody here is trying to find the answers. This is either you or your person. Somebody's trying to get enlightened about this connection. Or maybe the card just wants to say to you, just dive deep within and dive within your own cave. I mean, your own well, what can represent cave for you? I mean, you should think about the cave as something that is represented within you, something that maybe you are scared to go deep within in order to explore. It might be some kind of a memory, or it might be some kind of a trauma, or it could be many things. But also you can see that I just noticed there are eyes here. So it's like someone is watching from the cave. Again, I'm sensing that stalking kind of energy here from this card also. It's like there is someone in the dark that is watching. Okay, let's take a look at the tarot cards and see what we are going to get from tarot as well. I'm going to use my seasonal focus tarot. Just going to shuffle a bit and then shuffle in a way in order to get some reverse cards too. Okay, so please Spirit, tell us what we need to know about the kiss cards. What we need to know about the kiss. Please help us to go deeper and find out more about this connection. What we need to know about the kiss. Wheel of Fortune. And the Justice card reversed. Okay, this wants to say a lot. In the bottom we have the Justice card reversed, which also shows that the kiss is also reversed. Well, with this combination like that, I feel like something is just unfair. And I mean, things are going to change. Things are going to change with the Wheel of Fortune. We have two major arcanas here. One of the major arcanas is reversed. But with the Kiss card, I feel like you both long for each other. You both want to be together. I mean, you can see those two hands that are holding together, but it feels like something is not letting you come together. Something is like holding you apart, or maybe there is some kind of a barrier between you and your person that is just not allowing you to get together, or maybe you are together, but still there is something between you two that doesn't allow you to just connect on a deeper level, or get through to each other and connect in a better way. But indeed, here we have the Justice card reversed, which wants to indicate that maybe the universe was interfering with this, because maybe something unfair happened and the time for it was not right. But having the Wheel of Fortune, it wants to indicate some kind of a change. So whatever we have here with the Kiss card, I mean, having that longing, that desire to be with each other, but not being able to reunite somehow. With the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like things are going to change in your favor. So I definitely feel like maybe now is not the time, maybe later, in a later period, maybe things happened in an unjust way, because it's just the timing was not right. But now that the Wheel of Fortune is coming upright, it wants to say that things are changing, and things are changing for your better, for the better of you and the person that is on your mind. So I feel like the universe is realigning things, because we got two major arcanas to answer about the Kiss card. So please tell us more information about the Warrior card. Let us get deeper into this connection and see what the Warrior card wants to indicate about this connection. Okay. We have the Empress card reversed, and in the bottom we have the Five of Cups reversed. Okay. So with the Warrior cards, I told you that this is someone who is willing to fight, someone that is willing to fight for their rights, someone that might have had a lot of battles, not just within this relationship, maybe in general in your life. either you or your person have had a lot of struggles, a lot of battles, and yet have survived. So having the Empress card reversed, it wants to say to me that, well, even if things doesn't feel like they are supposed to, even if things doesn't feel like they are reaching some kind of, well, to be honest, I feel like some of you, maybe you are already thinking that this is just not going to work in a way that you are both going to feel good. This doesn't have that much of a chance to work out. Maybe this is what some of you are thinking. But having the Empress reverse doesn't mean that, I mean, the Empress itself represents a very strong energy, divine feminine energy that leads to times when everything is being abundant and things are growing and flowering and everything is getting like better. But having the Empress reverse wants to indicate that this energy is a bit blocked, and this energy might be blocked because some of you, because of maybe some of you have had experiences in the past and you are just not believing in it anymore. Although having the Five of Cups under, I mean, in the bottom of the deck wants to say that, well, somebody's starting to just change their mind. Somebody's starting to see things in a different way in this connection. Because with the Five of Cups, normally we are talking about some kind of a pessimistic view. And since this card is reversed in the bottom of the deck, this is the general energy. And it just wants to indicate that that pessimistic view is shifting. So there is a chance this Empress to shift as well. So the Empress can turn in upside form. Okay, let's take a look at the prayer. Please, Spirit, give us more information about the prayer. What we need to know. Oh, we have the Eight of Wands, and in the bottom we have Four of Cups. Okay, so the message here is really strong and really clear. Somebody is praying to have clear communication with that person. Somebody is praying to have clear communication without any arguments or things that might come in between you, that might block things. And also we have the Four of Cups in the bottom of the deck. If somebody was not seeing things, if somebody was not interested in the past, or maybe they pretended that they are not interested, that also could be the option. Well, this card is reversed, which indicates that this person is seeing things in a different way now. This person is seeing some kind of potential, some kind of opportunity. And the prayer indicates some kind of a desire for communication, to say things the way they are, I mean, to have honest conversation in order to communicate things that both of you maybe have been thinking, but you were just not able to say to each other. Okay, let's take a look at the Eternal Child. Please, Spirit, give us information about the Eternal Child. What we need to know about the Eternal Child. We have the Queen of Cups reversed. And in the bottom of the deck we have the Ten of Swords reversed. Okay. Well, I received a message that is quite specific, and it might be valid for some of you, but with the Eternal Child, I mean, just by looking at that sun that is on the image, it just speaks to me ego. And having in the bottom of the deck Ten of Swords and having the Queen of Cups reversed, it just leads me to the thought that maybe somebody in this connection got hurt in the past, somebody literally got stabbed in the back. It doesn't have to be by you. It might have been by other people. It's just some kind of a past trauma that is not overcome yet. Either you had that kind of a trauma or the person on your mind had that type of trauma. But since this card is in reverse, it wants to indicate that maybe that past trauma is still present somehow or just affecting this connection. And having the Queen of Cups in reverse indeed wants to say that somebody maybe was a bit more manipulative, somebody was emotionally manipulative and just somehow played out with the emotions of the other person. I don't know if this is between you and your person or it involves other people that either in your life or in the life of your person have caused this kind of trauma to one of you, which is somehow affecting the present of this as well. Okay, let's get some indication about the hunter. Please, Spirit, tell us what we need to know about the hunter. By the way, sorry for the noises that you might be hearing. There is always going on some kind of a reconstruction here. And I'm not sure if they are, if you can hear them on the recording, but apologies if you do. But actually, reconstruction is a sign of things being reconstructed in your life. So if you are hearing these noises, then things in your life might be reconstructing as well. So please, Spirit, give us more information about the hunter, what we need to know. Six of Swords reversed and the Devil card. Okay. So with the hunter card, indeed what I thought initially, and I told you about this connection, that this has some kind of this connection has some kind of a target, some kind of a trajectory that it needs to go through, and there is nothing you can do to stop it. And the Devil card in the bottom of the deck pretty much confirms it, because you can see that those foxes are pretty much trapped by the Devil. They are all here tied up with chains. There might be a lot of connection between you and your person. Maybe you are connected somehow on a soul level, but I don't want to say like soulmate or twin flame or whatever, but maybe it's just what has happened between you and your person has established some kind of ties between you, some kind of soul ties that they might be unhealthy. The connection might not be unhealthy, but the ties that have been established between you and your person might be a bit unhealthy, because we have the Devil after all. But overall, I feel like this card just wants to indicate that the bond between you and your person is very hard to break, because you are pretty much tied up together. And also the Devil cards in the bottom of the deck as a general energy might indicate a lot of passion and attraction on a physical level with that person. And the card that came to clarify this, the Six of Swords reversed, also wants to indicate pretty much the same, because this card is card of movement. I mean, you can see the boat and the fox is just going somewhere on the boat. But since this card is reversed, it wants to indicate that this movement is kind of stuck. So I feel like either you or I feel like both of you cannot just move forward from this connection. You feel like whatever you do, maybe some of you are just moving on. I mean, trying to move on, trying to date other people, maybe even get on a relationship with other people. But in the end, you just end up in the very same place with that person. And it's like, there is no way out. This is what I'm feeling from the cards that just came out to clarify the hunter. It's like there is some kind of path that you and this person needs to go through. And I feel like things might change in the future, but for now, things are like, well, this just wants to indicate that it's hard for you to just move on from this. because you are pretty much tied to this person just as much as they are tied to you. But having this card reversed doesn't mean that it can stay reversed all the time, because the reverse cards just indicate some kind of a block energy that can turn around, just like I told you with the Empress card. But yeah, also the card that indicates the reverse card is card Major Arcana, that indicates some kind of a attachment. You're pretty much attached to this person, or they are attached to you. All right, let's take a look at the cave. Spirit, please tell us what we need to know about the cave. What information we are going to get about the cave here. We have the Hanged Man, okay. And the Chariot reversed. Okay. I definitely feel like here there is not much, I mean, even if you want to somehow detach yourself from this person, I think this is very difficult for you. And I feel like this is like that for the other side too, no matter if they admit it or not, because the cards just show that you are both kind of stalking each other, you're both attracted to each other, but yeah, you are trying not to show to the other person. And indeed, here we have the Chariot card reversed, which wants to indicate some kind of, again, blocked movement that is not going forwards. And yeah, this is in the bottom of the deck. Actually, I just received the full message of these 3 cards here that are together. I just got the whole story from it. So let's start with the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man pretty much represents the same thing as the cave, because this fox has hanged itself in order to gain more insight, in order to gain more knowledge. Pretty much the same thing that I told you about the cave, that people go to the cave in order to find themselves, in order to find true knowledge. And having the Chariot card reversed in the bottom of the deck, this wants to indicate as a general energy that things between you and this person are pretty much stuck. And they are stuck because you need to get some kind of enlightenment. You need to get some kind of knowledge in order to make things move forward. Because, as I told you about the reverse cards, they can always turn around. If they are come in reverse, it just indicates some kind of a blocked energy. And this energy is blocked because you have not gained that enlightenment that you're supposed to gain. So both the Hanged Man and the cave wants to say to you that you should focus a bit more internally and try to analyze, try to find out what is it about this connection that just keeps you in it. Why do you feel like that? And maybe just try to get in touch more with your spiritual side. Maybe you can just focus on your spiritual growth. Try to do meditations and things that are going to help you to gain insight, or just try to reach spiritual ascension, which will significantly put you on a completely different chapter of your life. I'm pretty sure if you achieve it, you are going to feel the difference. And maybe once you get some kind of enlightened, then the Chariot card is going to turn around and things are going to work out for your favor. But also, I mean, having the Wheel of Fortune here, I feel like some of you are already doing that. I feel like some of you have invested a lot in their spiritual life and in this connection. Maybe some of you have been drawn to your spiritual side just because of this connection. And yeah, well, having the Wheel of Fortune there wants to indicate that things are changing in your favor regarding this longing and this regarding this connection in general. Things are changing in your favor, which wants to indicate that you are doing the right thing. Maybe you just need to do a bit more in order to get even more enlightened. Then the Chariot card is going to turn around too. But also we had the Empress that was reversed, which wanted to indicate that maybe some of you deep down don't believe that this might work out. Maybe because of all your past experiences, maybe you have had a lot of tough times. And yeah, maybe that's why you are thinking that it might not work out. But the cards just wants to indicate that you should just go deep within and just listen to your inner voice and try to detach yourself from the egoic mind. So before I leave you, I'm going to take some songs for you too, in order to just get some idea what the songs might want to tell you about this connection. Okay, these are too many. I'll use 3. We have Avril Lavigne, Complicated. Indeed, this is a bit complicated. But in the song, she's singing why you have to go and make things so complicated. So maybe the answer for this connection is simple, but maybe one of you is making things a bit more complicated. Then we have Billie Eilish, Happier Than Ever. Okay. Well, this happier than ever doesn't indicate happy together. It just wants to indicate some kind of backstab and some kind of betrayal, some kind of yeah, she's singing that she's happier than ever when she's away from that person, because this person has hurt her in many ways and betrayed her trust or just treated her bad. And then we have Lost Frequencies and Callum Scott, Where Are You Now? Okay, so some of you might be on a distance with the person that is on your mind. Some of you might not be in contact with that person, or in general, even if you are in contact, maybe you don't know, I mean, on which page you are. That also could be the option. But yeah, these were your songs, pal number 1. I hope you have enjoyed this type of reading. This is the first time I'm attempting it. It just came to me that I can just use those archetypes that I studied last week and try to just get deeper with the tarot by combining these cards. So I hope you have enjoyed this reading, and I hope it have given you some kind of insight about your situation with the person that is on your mind. And please don't hesitate to hit the like button so more people can see this video and benefit from it. And also feel free to subscribe for my channel, because your support really means the world to me. So thank you very much for being with me. Thank you for your time, and I hope to see you again. Have a lovely day. Bye. Hello there, pal number 2. For those of you who chose the Eagle Spirit, let's take a look what it wants to say to you. Spirit has your back. So those of you who chose this card, I feel like this connection is quite spiritual, and I mean, the message here, Spirit has your back. Whatever is going on here within this connection, it is going on in order for you to grow your spirit, in order for you to reach out to your soul and just grow in a spiritual level and be more, I mean, just keep going with your life in a more fulfilled way. So I'm going to start with the archetypes in order to just get some basic messages about the connection between you and the person on your mind. And then I'm going to take some tarot cards in order to clarify and go even deeper within the messages that we receive from the archetypes. So please, Spirit, tell us what we need to know about the connection between the person that is on the mind of pile number 2. Please give us accurate messages. Okay, let's start. We have the fault line. Then we have the Anima Mundi. Okay. Then we have Eros. Okay. the prayer, the seed, and the mystic. Okay, so I'm just going to start with the first card and keep going, and then we are going to just clarify the cards that came out. So let's start with the fault line. The fault line, as you can see on the picture, wants to represent something that is breakable, something that is not that sturdy, something that you might watch out where you step on because it might break any moment. And maybe you are not feeling stable in this relationship. Maybe that's why we are seeing the fault line card. Maybe some of you are just feeling like whatever they do, it might cause this connection to break completely, like you are stepping on tippy toes. Then we have Anima Mundi cards. Just bear with me for a moment, I'm going to take a look in my notebook because I studied this deck last week, but I don't have like all the cards completely memorized in my mind. But I will just take a second, I have my notebook here. So Anima Mundi, the soul of the world, all that is, tending to the sacred details of life. Okay, so I definitely feel a lot of spiritual meaning from this card because, as you can see, on this card we have a star which wants to indicate positivity. Then we have a person that is in a meditative state, and also there is something like a light where the head of the person is, which is like similar to the third eye, that is to the third eye chakra, that is like giving bright lights. Also we have a lot of eyes here on this picture, and we have planets, signs of planets. We have a lot of things, and this card, I feel like it wants to indicate some kind of a spiritual growth indeed, just like the eagle spirit, because we have so many deep symbols involved in this card that just brings me to the idea that indeed this connection is happening in order for you to grow, in order for you to reach your inner knowledge, in order to get enlightened and just get to the place where you are supposed to get. I feel like this connection is something like a stepping stone for you in order to reach a higher place, in order to reach some kind of higher position, or not position, I mean position is not the right thing to say, but in order to just make the next step in life. That's why this connection was happening. And yeah, indeed, this is what I'm feeling from this card. And then we have the Eros card. Eros card indicates, well, in love aspect, it can indicate love, affection, but it is more on a physical level. It more leads towards physical attraction, physical connection, physical pleasure. And yeah, this is what I feel that is reflected in this reading through this card, that there is a strong physical attraction between you and this person, and maybe there are deeper feelings too beyond the physical. But yeah, also on the picture you can see there is a mouth, and there is something like a jewel or something in that mouth. I mean, she's holding it on her lips. So indeed it wants to indicate some kind of strong physical attraction. Then we have the prayer cards. With the prayer cards, again, I'm feeling a lot of spiritual power here, a lot of spiritual, just something like an expanding soul. And maybe some of you are just trying to reach out to higher forces. Maybe some of you are just praying to universe or to whatever you believe in order to get through to this connection, in order to know what is going on and what is happening. And yeah, overall I feel like the message from this card is positive, because we see here there is something sparkling. Maybe you are going to receive answer to your prayers. Then we have the seed card. This card wants to say to me that whatever you are going through with that person, this is just the beginning of something bigger, because you can see that here there is a dot, and then things are starting to go and go and go and go and go. I feel like this connection is part of your life journey, definitely. This connection is some kind of a part of your life journey that you need to go through in order to reach the place where you are supposed to be. Many of the cards indicated this message. And then we have the mystic. Okay, well, here we have an eye, and here we have another eye, and there is a light on that butterfly. And this is, I think, from those night butterflies that are flying during the night. But also there is a light around the butterfly too. So indeed there is a lot of mysterious energy that involves this card. And maybe some of you are a bit more mystic. Maybe some of you felt misunderstood in this connection, because the mystics are usually tend to be misunderstood. But also this card is also deeply spiritual and wants to indicate, just wants to indicate some kind of a deeper knowledge, something that maybe we are not able to see on physical level, but there is something beyond it. And yeah, just seeing that light on that butterfly. Also the butterfly is symbol of transformation. So indeed I feel that there is some kind of a transformation going on with you regarding this connection. You went through this connection in order to transform, in order to get more enlightened. So let's take some tarot cards and just get more information about the cards that we already have. I'm going to shuffle like this in order to get reverse cards as well. Okay. So please, Spirit, give us more information about the fault line. What the people who chose the Eagle Spirit needs to know about the fault line. What is that information that we need to know about the fault line? We have the Two of Swords reversed and the Three of Swords reversed. Okay. So things are a bit shaky, things are a bit unclear. You feel like if you make a step or if you do something, things might fall at all. And the tarot indicates this as some kind of indecision. Maybe you were not able to make a decision. Maybe one of you was a bit pulled back in this connection and they were not able to just see the truth, because I mean, you can see in this card that the fox is holding two swords and it has its eyes tied up, I mean blindfolded, and it cannot see the truth. But since this card came reversed, I feel like even though there is some kind of a fault line, some of you are about to realize something. And another thing is that we have the Three of Swords in the bottom of the deck, which is the major energy of this question. And the major energy is energy of healing, because Three of Swords is one of the most painful cards regarding the matters of the heart, because there are three swords that are stuck in the heart zone of that fox. And since this card is reversed, these swords are about to fall down and the fox is going to heal. So this is what the fault line wants to say. Maybe things are a bit like you need to walk on tippy toes, but the cards are indicating that you are going to come out from this situation, you are going to heal from it. And maybe you were a bit pulled back because of this situation. You were not you were like not knowing what to do exactly, what decision you should make. But also the card wants to say that this is going to change. You will know exactly what to do in this situation. So just stay positive. because things are going to become more clear to you. Let's take information about the Anima Mundi cards. Please, Spirit, tell us what we need to know more about this card. What we need to know about this card regarding this connection. We have the Three of Wands reversed and the High Priestess reversed. Okay. So, with the High Priestess reversed, it wants to indicate some kind of a block intuition. Something highly spiritual, something that there are a lot of secrets maybe that you don't know. Yeah, that's the thing with the High Priestess reversed in the bottom of the deck. Maybe there is, well, indeed, this connection has a lot more deeper meaning that you can imagine, because all the cards indicated some kind of really spiritual essence to this connection. And the High Priestess reversed wants to indicate that there is some kind of a big secret that you don't know about this. And maybe later on it will be revealed to you. But maybe now is not the time, because also we got the Three of Wands reversed. This card is card of an action. This card is just knowing what you need to do and just doing it, setting it out there. But since this card is reversed, it wants to say that maybe now is not the time for this, because I mean you can see how many symbols there are in this card here in Anima Mundi. So there are a lot of things that needs to be worked out through this connection somehow in order for you to proceed forward. But indeed, there is something going on here that you don't know, and maybe you are not even supposed to know it now because the High Priestess is reversed. But when the time comes, you will know. Okay, Spirit, please give us more information about the Eros card. What we need to know about the Eros card, about that attraction between the people who chose the Ego Spirit. All the cards are coming reversed. So we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed and the Star card reversed. Okay. So with the Star card reversed in the bottom of the deck, there might be a period when some of you might be thinking that this might be just physical, but also having the Ace of Pentacles reversed, also it wants to indicate something about your material life. But actually, just give me a second in order to go a bit deeper in the message of these cards, because this is kind of spiritual, but it's reversed, and this is kind of material and it's also reversed. And this card wants to say all about physical attraction, all about pleasure and physical attraction. Well, what I'm getting from this is that maybe you should just hold on your hopes a bit higher, like just maybe you are just not seeing things the way you are supposed to see them. Maybe you are a bit blinded from the start, because some of you might think that this is more on physical level, which actually the card here indicates. But since this one is coming reversed, I feel like on first sight things might look quite physical. Things might look like they're a bit on the surface, they are superficial. But what it is actually that things are much deeper than you think. Things are much deeper than they look. And there is some kind of a deeper meaning. This is what I'm getting from the combination of those cards here. Okay, Spirit, please. Okay. These two wanted to come and I wanted them for the prayer. So I will just take those two cards because, yeah, I had the intention already to take cards for the prayer. And yeah, they just fall down. And yeah, we have Eight of Cups in the bottom of the deck. And then we have two major arcanas, the Temperance reversed and the Sun card. So let's start with the card that is on the bottom. We have the Eight of Cups here reversed, which wants to indicate that there is some kind of return. There is some kind of return with the prayer card. The prayer card might want to indicate that maybe one of you, some of you are not together with that person. Maybe some of you really desire to be back again with this person. And indeed, having the Eight of Cups here reversed wants to indicate emotionally going back to a place where you were before, reaching somehow emotionally not moving on from something, emotionally staying in the same place. Maybe some of you tried to emotionally detach themselves from this person, but somehow ended up back where they used to be before. But this is the general energy of this card that sits in the bottom of the deck. Then we have the Temperance card, reversed. Maybe there is no balance in this connection between you and the person on your mind, and that's why we have the prayer card. Maybe you are praying for more balanced connection, for more clarity. But then we have the Sun card, which is the most positive card in tarot. So whatever is going on here, the card wants to say to you that you are going to be happy. You are going to find that clarity. You are going to find that light that you need. And actually, yeah, we have the prayer here, and we have this light thing, that this spark of light in the card as well. And here we have the Sun, which wants to say to me that maybe this small spark is going to grow, and it's going to become bigger, and it's going to bring light in your life. So maybe this just wants to say to you, just keep praying or keep believing that things are going to work out in the best way possible. But overall, the Sun card wants to indicate some kind of positivity, something that will work out in your favor, regardless what will happen with this connection. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. I mean, regardless what is going on between you and the person on your mind, you are just going to get to a place where you're going to feel much better. And I mean, just look at this card that you chose yourself. Spirit has your back. So indeed, I feel like regardless of what is going on here, you are going to find the light that you need in order to move to the next chapter in your life. Let's take a look what we need to know about the Seed card. Please, Spirit, give us more information about the Seed cards, what we need to know. We have the Nine of Wands and the Four of Wands. Okay, this came really good. So with the Seed card, I feel like, yeah, I told you that this is the beginning of something. This is just the beginning. This is the initial thing that has potential to grow. Even though some of you might be feeling like tired to prove yourself, tired to just keep going with this, whatever it is. Some of you might be feeling a bit tired in this connection. Some of you might have tried to make things work, like you can see that the folks has put here all the wands, like some kind of achievement, but now it's tired and it's just barely holding on there. So maybe some of you feel a bit exhausted in this connection, but the card is the Seed, which wants to say that this is the beginning of something. This is just the beginning. So even though you might feel tired, things are going to change, because in the bottom of the deck we have the Four of Wands, and Four of Wands is the card that indicates stability. So wherever you are going through with this connection, it is going to lead you towards stability, regardless the results. I mean, if you are going to get together with that person, if you are not together, or if you are not going to get together with that person, or even if you are already in a relationship with this person, regardless in which way things are going to go, this card wants to indicate to you that you are going to find stability. And I mean, especially in this depiction of the card, you can see that there are two foxes and there are small foxes next to them. So this might indicate some stability in love in general, either with this person or with someone else, but you are going towards that. Okay, and finally, let's take a look at the Mystic. Please, Spirit, tell us what we need to know about the Mystic card. What does it mean about this connection that we are asking for? We have the Four of Cups reversed and the Queen of Swords reversed. Okay, so the message is similar to that of the High Priestess, that there is something that you don't know and soon it's going to be revealed to you. It's not something, I mean, we have the Queen of Swords here, which is logic, and the logic is turned upside down, the logic is reversed. So this is not something that you can see through logic. That's a general message. But this is something that you are going to find out. The mystery is going to be revealed to you. I'm not sure through what period of time, because this is an energy, and the energy might work out through months, through weeks, because things are working in a different way here on this dimension than on the energy, I mean regarding the energy things. But it's going to be revealed to you because we have the Four of Cups reversed, which wants to indicate that what you are not able to see before, you are going to see now. So maybe little by little, if you dive into some kind of spiritual practices, you are going to get information about this connection or which way it leads you, because I feel like it's not about the connection itself that you were led to this reading. It's more about your own journey, because this relationship or this connection, it has a lot to do with your journey and with the next step that you are going to move forward to. So before I finish with the reading, I'm going to take some songs for you too. Let's see what you're going to get about this connection. We are starting off with Lost Frequencies featuring Callum Scott, Where Are You Now? So with this song, well, actually the song says, you're just like my favorite song going round my head. Maybe you are like, this person is like stuck in your head. And also the title says, Where Are You Now? Maybe there is a distance between you and this person. Maybe you don't know what's going on with them. Then we have Zed and Fox's Clarity. So yeah, indeed, I feel like you are going to get clarity about this. You are going to get clarity about this connection, and it's coming soon, or it will be revealed to you little by little. And then we have Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On. So regardless what is going to happen, I feel like even if you don't end up with this person, you are going to heal from it, and your heart will heal from it, and you are going to find happiness regardless of what is going to happen with this person. Because I mean, we saw that there are a lot of secrets that are not revealed yet. There are a lot of things that are working on some kind of a deeper level that is not meant to be revealed yet, but you are going to find out little by little as the time progresses. But it's all meant for your best. So this was your reading, pile number 2. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope it has given you some kind of clarity or some insights that just resonated with you and it just felt right. So If you enjoyed the video, please don't hesitate to hit the like button so more people can see it and benefit from it. And also, I would be more than happy if you subscribe to my channel because your support really means the world to me. And yeah, that was it. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for being with me, and I hope to see you again. Have a lovely day. Bye. Hello there, pal number 3. For those of you who chose the Wombat spirit, let's take a look what it wants to say to you. Be at home. Okay. So, indeed, from this spirit card, I'm feeling some kind of warm home atmosphere, or just some kind of familiar like energy, something that makes you feel comfortable. So maybe this card wants to say to you, just stick to what feels like home, stick to what feels comfortable for you. Let's take a look what the archetypes are going to say about this connection. I'm going to take like 6 archetype cards, and then I'm going to clarify the messages with tarot cards as well. But first we are going to go through the archetypes and see what messages you are going to get about the connection between you and, these are too many, the connection between you and the person that is on your mind. So please, Spirit, tell us what we need to know about the connection between the person on the mind of the person. Yeah. Okay, let's start with the one. Okay. Then we have the destroyer. Then we have the mystic. Then we have the apocalypse. Wow. And then we have the mother. And then we have the river. Okay. So let's take a look at the cards one by one, starting off with the one. So the one card wants to indicate that there is no duality here. There is no, it just, some of you might just know about this connection. Some of you, I mean, you see the one. Maybe some of you literally think that this person is the one. There is no other. And this card might be indicating it indeed, because this card indicates no duality. This card indicates just one thing, one soul. No masculine or feminine. It's just one whole being, one whole universe. And indeed, with this card, maybe I just want to say to you to not have doubts at what you see, what you feel, what your intuition guides you towards. Because in the end, things are just, well, we are all pretty much connected on energy level. So this card wants to say to you that maybe just stick to what you feel, because there is no doubt, there shouldn't be any doubts. You should, you know exactly, I mean, you can feel exactly what you need to feel about this connection. Moving on forward, we have the destroyer cards. Okay, well, the destroyer card, I feel like it just works as something that clears out things that are not serving us, or things that just doesn't work. And having the destroyer card about this connection doesn't want to indicate that this connection needs to be destroyed, but it just wants to say that things that are not, there are things that are not serving here, there are things that are not stable or not working good, there are things that needs to be destroyed. And as I remember, this card came a bit, yeah, it was more reversed than upright. So having this card in reversed maybe just wants to indicate that there are things that you are not seeing, there are things that needs to go, but you are not seeing them. And maybe this is something that might cause conflict. Just taking a look at the cards. But also, I mean, there are eyes here, and there is a light. So indeed there might be something that you are not seeing that needs to just leave that connection. There might be things that are just not helping the connection itself, that just needs to go. Then we have the Mystic card. With the Mystic card, again, we have a lot of eyes. And they are human eyes, not animal eyes. So, well, what I'm feeling from the Mystic card about this connection is that maybe some of you are feeling a bit more misunderstood, because the mystics are tend to be misunderstood, but they hide deeper meaning. They just hide, they just see things from a different perspective that is a bit more enlightened and spiritual. And also we have the light here, so maybe you are the person that sees this connection in a different way. Maybe you are able to see this connection from more spiritual perspective, and maybe you can feel that soul contract or that soul connection with that person, but you feel a bit misunderstood because the person that you are connecting with, they are not able to connect with their soul and to just resonate with you on that level. Maybe this is the thing that the Mystic card wants to indicate about this connection. But also we have the butterfly here, which is symbol of transformation. Well, the general message I get here from the Mystic card is that some of you might be feeling this soul connection here, but some of you, despite feeling the soul connection, might be feeling a bit misunderstood by the other person. Then we have the Apocalypse card. Well, the Apocalypse card doesn't want to say that things are going to go to apocalypse. It's a bit similar to the Destroyer card. It's something that just needs to go. Something that needs to go and should be released. We shouldn't in that connection, you shouldn't try to hold on to things too tight. Because if the universe wants to let go of something, you should just let it go. Regarding this connection, if things are happening in a way that maybe you are not liking it, well, I have on my notebook some notes about the cards. I just want to take some notes in order to get deeper the Apocalypse card. Okay, this makes sense. Removing the veil of deception. The unknown becomes known and guides the way. Okay. So indeed, there might be something that you don't see in this connection. There might be something that is a bit under a veil. But indeed, having the Apocalypse card also wants to indicate that maybe you should just look a bit deeper. Maybe you should just try to see things from a different perspective. Maybe you should just try to go a bit in a more meditative state, or just try to get more intuitive messages about this connection, or just try to analyze yourself as well. Like, go deep within and try to just connect with your soul and ask yourself, how do you feel about this connection and why do you feel that way? Next we are moving on with the Mother card. Well, the Mother card, in its positive aspect, wants to indicate nurturing. So maybe some of you are like a mother figure in this connection. Maybe some of you are nurturing this connection. But there is another opposite of that mother figure, that she can also be smothering, not just mothering, but also smothering, like suffocating, like not letting the other person to progress. So you should watch out with those. I feel like here we have some kind of imbalance between give and take energy. because I feel like maybe some of you are giving too much and receiving too less, or vice versa. Either your person is giving too much and you are giving them in exchange a lot less. That's what I'm feeling actually from this card, that there is some kind of imbalance, and it also might indicate some kind of a mother figure in your life or in the life of the person that you are watching for. But the general energy I'm getting is that here we are having nurturing, but maybe there might be some kind of imbalance, because the nurturing, I mean, if you nurture too much someone, they might just rely on you and not progress, and it might feel a bit like suffocating too. And then we have the river card. With the river card, it just wants to indicate the flow of the river, the flow that just makes things purified. So indeed, maybe there are things that you should let go, because we had the destroyer card reversed, which indicates that you are not seeing something that needs to go. And then we have the apocalypse card, which also wants to indicate that you should just look beyond some kind of a veil, something that is hidden. And finally we have the river card, which is like natural flow of things. Maybe this card wants to say to you that you should just take things a bit more easy and let them flow, not like smother that person, not give too much like nurturing energy in the way that you are blocking their progress, you are smothering them, but just let things flow like the river, just completely surrender to the universe and to the universal energies, and just believe that things are going to work out for the best of you and the person that is on your mind. Okay, let's take some tarot cards in order to clarify the archetypes that we have here. I'm just going to shuffle like this in order to get some reversed cards as well. Just bear with me. Okay. So please, Spirit, give us information about the one card. What we need to know about the one. Please clarify it. What the people who chose the Wombat Spirit needs to know about their connection with this card. Three of Swords reversed and Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So, Nine of Pentacles in the bottom of the deck. Actually, you can see that this fox is communicating here with that bird, which might want to indicate that you are like getting communication from your spirit guides about this. It just came to me and I just needed to say it. But with the Nine of Pentacles in the bottom of the deck, as a general energy, it wants to say about feeling of completeness, feeling of independence, feeling of power. And this either indicates just you knowing what you need to do, being that powerful person that is independent and has all the qualities to manage to do things on their own. Or in general, maybe wants to indicate that you should just be more confident about this connection, because we have the one card, and then we have the Nine of Pentacles, which represents some kind of confidence, some kind of individual power. And then we have the Three of Swords here that is indicating this card as well. The Three of Swords are reversed, which wants to say that there is some kind of healing here, because you can see that the swords are reversed and the swords are falling out of the heart of that fox that they were stuck before. So I feel like if you had doubts, or if you had some kind of if you were wondering which way this connection is going, or is it going to go, and you were even feeling like a heartache from this connection, I feel like you're walking towards healing. And regardless of the result, regardless if you are going to be together with that person or not, you are going to feel good because you have the Nine of Pentacles here, and you have healing the trauma, and you have the one. The one cannot be doubted. The one is just the one. It's a soul. So I feel like you will just reach a point where you will know exactly what is meant with this connection, and you will just feel confident. You will just know what you have to do, and regardless what happens, you are going to be in a stable position and you are going to be confident. So let's take a look at the Destroyer card reversed. Please give us more information about the Destroyer reversed. We have the Queen of Cups and the King of Wands. Okay. So, several options are coming to me here. Maybe the Queen of Cups represents one of you, and the King of Wands represents the other one. If here we have someone that is a bit more in touch with their emotional side, someone that is a bit more like sensual, emotional, spiritual, then we have another person that is a bit more like adventurous, a bit more active, dynamic, action oriented. Maybe there is some kind of imbalance going on, and maybe you should just try to balance each other out somehow. Maybe you can teach that person, if you are the more emotional part of this connection, to be a bit more in touch with their feelings, with their internal world, because I also received the message as there is something going on between an introvert and an extrovert, because here we have an extrovert and here we have an introvert, and this is not going to work if you both cling to your own things. I mean, if the introvert is staying in their internal world and is not moving towards the exterior world, and also if the extrovert is just staying outside and not going within, then things are not going to work out well. So maybe you should just try to balance each other somehow. I mean, you should acknowledge that if your person is a bit more extrovert, you can do the steps to help them a bit to reach their internal world, and also you should make compromises and also make attempts to move to more extroverted way of life as well. Maybe if you both do baby steps, you can just find the balance between each other. And this is the thing that you, maybe some of you were not able to see with the Destroyer card. Maybe this is the thing that just needs to go and you were not able to see. Okay, let's take some more cards for the Mystic. Please, Spirit, give us more information about the Mystic card. We have the Four of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. Okay. So, with the Four of Pentacles, we are talking about holding on to something, not letting go. And with the Page of Swords, we are talking about clarity, seeing things in a clear way. Okay, so we have the Mystic, and the Mystic wants to indicate seeing something again similar to the message of the Page of Swords, that having some kind of clarity, having some kind of spiritual insight. And here we have a card that is representing the Pentacles, which is more earth energy, someone that is a bit more grounded and maybe not able to go deep within their emotional state, their emotional world, or just not into spiritual stuff. So again, I get that like clash between spiritual and material, because I feel like some of you are able to say things in a more spiritual way, and you are able to see things also with the logic because you have the swords. Maybe some of you are just able to feel that connection on a different way, but the other person is a bit more stubborn and a bit more stuck in their material world, and they are paying more attention to their material well-being. Let's take some more information about the apocalypse. Please, Spirit, give us information about the apocalypse cards. What we need to know about the apocalypse in this connection. We have the Three of Cups and Six of Swords in the bottom of the deck. Okay. So with the Six of Swords, we have something that is stuck, something that is not moving on. And the Apocalypse card wanted to say something about unveiling, something that you need to go deep within and unveil in order to see. And the Three of Cups reversed, well, if this card was upright, I would say that you are not seeing some kind of happiness. But since this card is reversed, you are not seeing well, you are not seeing some kind of I don't know how to say it, to be honest. It just maybe there is something involved within this connection. Maybe there is something involved that you are not seeing. But for some of you, please don't take it literally. There might be not third person, but there might be something going on that is a just third party, but not third party as a third person, but just third party, something that is interfering within this connection. That's what I'm feeling. There might be something interfering with this connection and you are not seeing it. It doesn't have to be a person, but it is just third party, something that is interfering. Okay, let's take a look at the mother. What we are going to receive as a message. The Magician reversed and the Ace of Swords in the bottom of the deck. Okay. So when the Magician is reversed, the Magician feels like is lacking skills. It just wants to say that not enough skills, not enough power, because the Magician is the most skillful card. The Magician can do anything, they can manifest anything. And since the Magician came in a reversed position, I feel like maybe this person is feeling, either you or the person on your mind is feeling a bit powerless. And this might come from that nurturing, that smothering, because maybe indeed some of you are caring too much about this person, and this kind of puts them in a position that they feel like they are not able to express their skills, they are not able to, they just lose confidence that they can manage on their own. That also could be the option. But also we have the Ace of Swords here, which also wants to say something about clarity, about knowing something. Also, it might indicate some kind of a new beginning. And oh yeah, just take a look. Here we have number 1. Here we have number 1. Here we have number 1. And we get the angel number 111. So this might lead to some kind of a new beginning here. Maybe some of you are like smothering this person or just caring too much about this person, which might have caused some kind of blocked skills, or just might have caused them to not being able to express their skills. But the magician card can always reverse. I mean, since this card came reversed, it can always change in the other position and express all the skills they have. So I feel like with this combination, having this 1-1-1, it wants to indicate that there is a potential to create something. There is a potential to start something successful. It might be some kind of a powerful new beginning. Either you with this person finding some kind of balance and starting some kind of a new beginning, or if you are already with this person might, or you might find something that might help you to start some kind of a new powerful beginning, because you have 1-1-1, the angel number that came through tarot and the archetype. Okay, and finally we have the river card. Please, Spirit, give us more information about the river. Oh, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Five of Wands in the bottom of the deck. Okay, so starting off with the Five of Wands in the bottom of the deck, it just wants to say that some of you might be resisting the change, some of you might be resisting the flow of life, the flow of this relationship, how it goes. But having the Wheel of Fortune, it just wants to say to you that you should not resist it. You should just let things go the way they go, because in the end, it's going to go in your favor, because the Wheel of Fortune is a major arcana that is supporting you and supporting the flow of life in general. So whatever is going to change, whatever is like jumping in the river and just going with the flow of the river, it's going to bring positive change in your life. So you should just let things go. If something is not serving you, you should just let it go. Let it fall into the river of life, and just don't swim against the current. Just swim with the current, and just trust that you are going to reach the place where you're supposed to reach. And also, I mean, we have a horse here that's reflected, which indicates some kind of a high-speed movement. Well, things are going to shift, but you should not be scared to let things go. If something doesn't feel right, just let it go. Just let it happen in a natural way. Don't try to control it. So these were your messages, pile number 3. I'm going to take some songs for you as well in order to see what we are going to get. Let's see which songs are going to come up. These are too many. I'm going to take 3. So we have Katy Perry, Roar. This is like someone finding their power, someone finding their true power. And we actually saw this. There was a Nine of Pentacles, if you remember in the beginning when we were indicating the one. Also, we saw this through the Mother card and the Magician and the other card that were forming 1-1-1, which was indicating powerful beginning. So somebody is going to gain confidence here in this connection. Somebody is going to roar. Then we have Gautier, somebody that I used to know. Okay. Maybe you didn't know that person in a way that you were supposed to know that person, but also we have the Apocalypse, that there is something that is hidden. So maybe you are about to find some kind of hidden truth, which will enlighten you that you actually didn't know that person as well as you thought you knew them. And we have Lost Frequencies featuring Callum Scott, Where Are You Now? Well, this song actually came in all 3 piles, and Yeah, I mean, where are you now? Either this person is somewhere far away from you, or you are not in contact anymore and you are wondering where they are. But there is another thing about this song that the lyric says, "You're just like my favorite song that goes round and round in my head." So maybe even if you are not in contact with this person, even if you are not together with this person, they are constantly in your head. Or yeah, even if you are together, there is something that is constantly going on in your head. That also could be the option. So that was your reading, pal number 3. I hope it has given you enough insight and has helped you to see things from a deeper perspective. And if you enjoyed it, please don't hesitate to hit the like button so more people can see it and just get the messages that they need to see. But keep in mind that this is a collective reading, so just trust your intuition in order to know what is meant for you and what is not. And also, yeah, please don't hesitate to subscribe for my channel because my channel is still growing and your support means the world to me. And yeah, that was it. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for being with me, and I hope to see you again. Hope you have a lovely day. Bye.